Welcome to another edition of A Game a Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. I'm Isaiah Rhodes, and tonight we'll be recording potential history as the Washington Wizards are taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Both teams are vying for playoff positioning. The Hawks are fifth in the East, while the Wizards are ninth in the East, trying to get more solidified in the play-in tournament. But from an individual standpoint, Russell Westbrook has an opportunity to pass a record that many thought would never be broken, as he's tied currently with the big O Oscar Robertson for 181 triple doubles in NBA history. With his next triple double, he will be the all-time leader solely at number one. Uh, this Washington Wizards team has been on a tear over the last 19 games. They're 15-4, and they've been able to really drag themselves up from a 17-32 record going back to early April. Now, when we look at this Hawks team, their season turned around when they let go of Lloyd Pierce and put in the likes of Nate McMillan as the interim coach. He's completely turned around the season, and right now the Hawks look primed to a postseason matchup against the New York Knicks, in which the Hawks have a chance to win, and the Knicks have a chance to win. As the Knicks have been playing well as well under Tom Thibodeau. So both teams definitely have something to play for. The thing about the Wizards, though, they'll be without second leading scorer in the NBA, Bradley Beal. He's out for the next two games with a strained hamstring. So with that said, we are underway. Trey Young has the basketball. Hawks lead 6-4. They're 3 of 4 from the field so far. As Bogdanovich gets it out to Kevin Huter. Kevin Huter with the floater inside over Rui Hachimura. Can't get the floater to fall. Rebounded by Alex Len. Raul Neto gets it to Westbrook. Westbrook will be asked to carry a lot of the weight uh, with Bradley Beal out. Alex Len tries to work baseline, kicks it to Rui Hachimura. Free throw line extended jumper, no good. Clint Capella, who's been on a tear on the rebounding side, leading the league in rebounding this year, gets the rebound, gets it to Trey Young, floater. Free throw line extended, no good. Rebounded by Westbrook, is deflected out of bounds. So the possession will go to the Hawks. They say last touch by Westbrook. Look at John Collins, guarded by Rui Hachimura, floated by Collins. Good. Collins has had an up and down season. He has a lot of potential. This is his fourth year with the Hawks. He's been able to showcase a lot of athleticism. He has some mid-range ability. The three-point shot is there on occasion. Very streaky though, but just in terms of his youth and what he can contribute, being able to go off the dribble, take players outside defensively, and then go off the dribble, it works to his advantage. Westbrook knocks down his first shot of the game. He knocks down a three from the right corner. Um, Collins was actually brought in to complement Trey Young, and they've worked well together. The thing about Collins is he's often hurt or out of the lineup for whatever reason. Garrison Matthews knocks in the three, so Westbrook gets an assist there. The game is tied at 8. We look at the 3-point shooting so far. The Wizards 2 of 2. The Hawks definitely utilize the 3-point shot as they have Kevin Huter. They have Kevin Herter, excuse me. They got Herter, who just knocked in the three on cue. They got Trey Young. They also have Bogdanovich. So this Hawks team definitely utilizes the three. Their thing is not to get too caught up in the three. Westbrook attacking Herter. He misses it. Rebounded by Capella. Trey Young gets out on the run. Finds Herter. 3-point shot. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Lynn. So this is going to be a fast-paced game. The Wizards are the in terms of pace, they're the fastest team in the league. Obviously, that's a byproduct of playing with Westbrook. But when you play at a pace that the Wizards do, they are prone to give up quick offensive possessions for the opposition. So the Hawks can use that to their advantage and get out in this run as well. Capella misses a layup and is rebounded by Westbrook. He finds Matthews. Matthews steps into a three. He misses it off the back rim, rebounded by Trey Young. So back and forth we go. To stop the fast break, Westbrook fouls Trey Young. So We approach 5 minutes into this first quarter. 7:10 left in the first. Wizards on the road for the next two games here in Atlanta, prior to their last two being at home versus Charlotte and Washington. Collins in the post against Westbrook, pulls up for a mid-range jumper off the left block, able to knock that down. So the Hawks up 5, 13-8. Westbrook thought about a mid-range jumper, goes to Hachimura. Bogdanovich guarding Westbrook on the left wing. Westbrook trying to direct with 8 on the shot clock. On the baseline, Westbrook gets the and 1 as he's able to attack Bogdanovich going baseline, takes the contact, able to power up through. Didn't necessarily look like he was going to get an efficient shot off, but he was able to get it off the backboard, and it goes in. So we got a timeout on the floor as the Hawks lead by 3, but Westbrook will be going to the free throw line. 13-10, 6:38 remaining in the first. This is an Ask Isaiah presentation of A Game a Day by Isaiah, presented to you on Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back, as it is 6:38 left here in the first quarter of the Washington Wizards versus the Atlanta Hawks. We are on the brink of history as Russell Westbrook is tied with Oscar Robertson for 181 triple-doubles, first all-time in NBA history. Westbrook already in the first quarter with 5 points. He makes the free throw, so 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. 13-11 Hawks lead. The Hawks have won 3 of their last 4, but they're coming off of a tough loss against the Indiana Pacers, in which the Pacers were in a bad stretch in which they were losing some tough games. They were able to pull that out 133-126. The Hawks made a late run at it, but the Pacers were able to finish it off. Kevin Huerter gets a floater inside. Clint Capella tonight playing exceptionally well. 2.7 rebounds already here in the first quarter. Trae Young finds Bogdanovich, 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded once again by Capella. They work it around the perimeter. Trae Young finds Bogdanovich, 3-point shot is good. So good ball rotation. Bogdanovich knocks down the 3-point shot from the left corner. Bogdanovich has 93 pointers made since March 30th. That's the second most 3-pointers made in that span. That's only second to Stephen Curry, which we won't even get into how many threes he's making every single night. Neto knocks in the jumper, so it's 18-13. Trae Young thought about a 3. He draws a foul on Hachimura. Good pump fake from Trae Young, able to draw that foul. Trae Young, one of the best free throw shooters in the NBA. We look at Trae's numbers this year, averaging 25 points per game, 9.4 assists. And as I mentioned earlier, being able to have the Hawks in position to make the playoffs in just your third season. A lot of people were down on Trae Young coming into the playoffs in terms coming into the season, comparable to Luka Doncic, who just made the playoffs last year. Many people were saying Trae, while being a great individual talent, wasn't impacting winning well. When you look at what Nate McMillan has been able to do in just a short time to turn the season around, you can really see how Trae has really become more efficient with the way that he plays. He's definitely still that same flamethrower from 3. He's always been a great playmaker, always been able to utilize his penetration to get others involved. But when you just see how this young Hawks team is learning how to do the little things that add up to wins, you can see the maturity in real time. Trae makes both free throws. Neto trying to get a floater inside. He's able to knock it down. So it's a 20-15 lead. Hawks lead with 4:50 left in the first quarter. Westbrook takes his first rest of the game. Into the game, Ish Smith, he comes in and gets a steal. Can he get an assist to Neto? Neto able to get the layup off the glass. He finishes off that left side. Ish Smith, a part of a 3-headed point guard rotation for Scott Brooks, who has definitely had to use multiple point guards, multiple centers. He has a three man rotation at point guard and at center, as there's minutes to be had all the way around. This Washington team has had to deal with a myriad of injuries, and in doing so, they've had to find ways to insert other players, and that has led to multiple discoveries throughout the season. The Wizards are creating 18 points off of turnovers per game. That is tied for seventh in the NBA. They get a moving screen off of DeAndre Hunter, so that Neto gets a floater inside. Couldn't get the finish, but he gets the offensive rebound and putback. So we're back to a 1 point game. Atlanta leads 20-19. Davis Bertans into the game for Washington. Collins, Euro step around Robin Lopez, able to finish with the left hand. Strong finish there as Lopez definitely tried to influence that shot. Couldn't get the block. Good finish there by Collins. We got an offensive foul as Collins takes the charge on Lopez. So great offensive possession by Collins, and to come back and sacrifice his body defensively. Great effort there. As we look at the Euro, he catches the tough pass, able to go downhill straight at Lopez, but utilizes the Euro to prevent the charge. We got an illegal screen called this time against Collins. So it'll be another turnover for Atlanta. Atlanta now with 5 turnovers compared to 2 turnovers for Washington. We look at Trae Young looking to attack downhill. The screen from Collins, he poked that hip out, got caught by the referee. Bertans looking to set up a three, couldn't get the three off, so he goes back to Ish Smith. Smith knocks in the mid-range jumper. Bertans shoots 40% from three this year. Very streaky though. Although it's a solid percentage, very, very streaky. When he's off, he's off. When he's hot, he is hot. So the Wizards will definitely look for him to be aggressive, especially with Bradley Beal out. Ish Smith looking to set up Lopez. Lopez cannot catch the pass cleanly. Still able to get the shot off, but he misses it. 24-21, Hawks lead with possession. Bogdanovich trying to set up Collins to stop the alley-oop. Matthews lays all the way out, knocks Collins down to prevent the alley. So it'll be a timeout on the floor. It'll be a foul against Matthews. But 2:52 left in the first. Hawks lead the Wizards 24-21. This is a Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Us Zay YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back as we come out of that timeout. Hawks with possession. DeAndre Hunter knocks in a mid-range jumper. Russell Westbrook back into the game. Again, this is a historic night potentially for Westbrook as he's trying to break Oscar Robertson's all-time hold at the 181 mark for triple doubles. He's tied with Robertson, but he wants to sole lead at 182. Jumper for Herter is good. So Hawks lead by 5. Westbrook trying to attack, gets contact, can't finish the layup, but he'll be going to the free throw line for 2. Westbrook historically is a solid free throw shooter. He was in the mid 80s going back to the 2017 season, which was his MVP season. That was the highest he'd ever shot at the free throw line. But prior to, he was an 82% free throw shooter. Since that 2017 season, Westbrook has shot 70% from the free throw line. He's had years in the 60s. He's fluctuated from 65% to 73%, back down to the 60s. This year, he was as low as 58% at the free throw line. Now he's gotten it back up to 65%. But the free throw shooting has been a cause for concern over the last couple of years, considering the fact that Russell Westbrook had never been a solid shooter overall. But the free throw line was one area you could really rely on. Now, over the last 5 years or so, he's really struggling. Westbrook finds Davis Bertans to knock down his first three-point shot of the game, cutting Atlanta's lead from 5 to 2. As DeAndre Hunter hit a three prior to Bertans' three. So it's 30-28. Hunter trying to get back into the groove. He misses a jumper, but the offensive rebound goes right back to him. 7 on the shot clock. Herter gets it to Gallinari. Gallinari knocks in the right corner jumper. So it's 32-28. Back and forth we go. Westbrook finds Lopez inside, who is fouled. Look at Russ's triple-double run. He has 4 straight games of triple-doubles. Currently, this is the 5th time this season that he's done this. He has 7 triple-doubles in his last 8 games. He has 21 triple-doubles in his last 25 games. And he has 25 triple-doubles since the All-Star break. Westbrook in the left corner, drives on Hunter, tries to work baseline, finds Hutchinson. Troy Hutchinson can't finish the layup. So, Hawks looking to attack. With 50 seconds left, we got another moving screen called against Atlanta. Fortunately, Atlanta, while they're getting efficient shots, they're turning over the basketball. They have 6 turnovers already here in this first quarter. Wizards with 6 points off of those 6 turnovers. Westbrook, one leg floater, and it rolls in. Lou Williams into the game for the Hawks. Williams from Atlanta. He's worked his way around the league for years, has been a prolific player off of the bench with the 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Has made his name everywhere he's ever gone. This is his 15th year in the league, so he's definitely been around the block many times. He knows his game and he plays it well. He's trying to solidify this Atlanta Hawks seeding. Robin Lopez able to get the floater inside, set up from Westbrook. So it's 34-32. Atlanta leads Washington. 4 seconds left. Can Gallinari get a shot off? Pulls up. He thought about pulling up from 3. He does not. Instead, he looks to set up a shot for a teammate. He finds Onika Okongwu. Tried to get a floater up at the buzzer. Couldn't get it to fall. So we'll be back with 3 more quarters to play. Washington trails the Hawks 34-32. Russell Westbrook is in the hunt for the sole lead of the triple-double record he holds with Oscar Robertson. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back. As we start this second quarter, Russell Westbrook with 10 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's shooting 3 of 6 from the floor. With possession, Washington trying to tie the game at 34. Robin Lopez trying to get a floater. Couldn't get the floater to fall. Hawks come down with the rebound. Another Gallinari at the top of the key, guarded by Bertans. Bertans being put into action defensively. We see Gallinari set up Capella for the 2-hand slam inside. Now, most teams that go against Washington look to exploit Bertans while he's on the floor defensively. He's a great shooter. He's challenged defensively, to say the least. Nevertheless, though, what he gives up, he tends to get back when he's shooting well. So can he continue to do that, especially while Bradley Beal is out for however long he's out with this hamstring strain? We'll see. Herter inside, can't get the floater to fall, rebounded by Westbrook. A minute's going by here in a second. Westbrook looking to set up Lopez. Lopez couldn't get his patented hook shot to fall inside. It's like a herky-jerky type of hook shot. Not the most fluid or fundamentally sound, but he definitely uses it as a go-to. He misses it, and DeAndre Hunter comes back with the finish inside. So we start this second quarter. The Wizards are 0-4 from the field, while the Hawks are 2 of 3. Ish Smith thought about a 3, instead goes to his mid-range, can't get it to fall, he falls short. So rebounded by Gallinari. Wizards have to be careful here if they don't want to get shout out to Jim. This is an important period here. Lou Williams guarded by Lopez. Lopez can't stop the 3 from being taken, but the 3 falls short, rebounded by Smith. 6-point game. Another mid-range shot for Smith. He knocks it down. So Atlanta up by 2 possessions, but the Wizards without Bradley Beal are trying to keep pace. Herter looking to run point without Trae Young on the floor. Gets it to Gallinari in the post. Against Hutchinson, the fadeaway jumper from the post is good for Gallinari. Gallinari, one of the most skilled bigs in the game. His issues are always durability, but when he's healthy, very, very solid. Lopez trying to go against Capella. Blocked inside at first. The offensive rebound by Lopez corralled, and he gets the hook shot inside. So it's back to a 4-point game, 40-36. Atlanta leads Washington. Lou Williams directing, trying to set up Gallinari once again in the post. He goes to Capella. Capella finds Herter. Herter can't get the 3 to fall. Rebounded by Bertans. Finds Westbrook. Westbrook guarded by DeAndre Hunter. He calls for the switch as Herter is now guarding Westbrook. Westbrook attacks off the dribble. Couldn't get the goaltend as Capella comes skying in for that block with the left hand. Finds Hunter. Hawks find Lou Williams. Lou Williams had a 3, instead kicks out to Hunter. The 3-point shot no good. Rebounded by Hutchinson. Inside for Hutchinson at the rim. The layup is no good because he's fouled by Capella. But Hutchinson will be going to the free throw line. At this game, as I mentioned earlier, is very fast-paced. Both teams like to get up and down. When you're the Wizards, the #1 pace team in the league, you're going to give up multiple possessions. You got to be able to score to make up for the points that you give up on the other end. So far, both teams have been able to be efficient. Not many free throws being taken tonight. The refs are letting their whistles go. But when you got this type of game already, we have 76 points total between both teams, and there's 8:29 left in the first half. As we look at Bradley Beal, had an exceptional game against Indiana. 50 points. He was 19 to 26 from the floor. He was basically in a groove the entire game. He tweaked his ankle coming out in the second half, but continued to play and was exceptional, as I said. But on his last basket to give the Wizards the lead late in the fourth quarter, he strained his hamstring just a bit and wasn't able to finish. He wasn't able to finish the rest of the game and even overtime. But when you look at what the Wizards were able to do in OT, especially Russell Westbrook and Daniel Gafford, who came in and finished very strong for the Wizards as they got the must-needed win against the Pacers. They were able to do that without Bill in a short span. Let's see what they're able to do over the next 2 games where he's officially out. We got a block from Daniel Gafford, and it leads to a Rui Hachimura slam on the fast break. Good setup there from Davis Bertans. Prior to that dunk from Hachimura, you got a 3 from Ish Smith. So the Wizards bench starting to pick up here. We got 2 blocks by the Wizards, 3 blocks by the Hawks. So we're starting to settle in. Both teams definitely need this win. As I mentioned, the Hawks are in that 5th spot, battling for 4th. They can potentially fall to 6th, where Miami is at right now. So both teams definitely need to win in the most dire situations. Finished by John Collins leads to an Ish Smith basket right away. So Washington goes back up by 2. Trae Young back into the game. Wizards on a 10-2 run over the last 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Can Trae Young set up an alley-oop for John Collins? Yes, he does. Off of the backboard, John Collins catches it with one hand, able to finish strong. Entering tonight, the Hawks lead the NBA with 167 alley-oops. That is a byproduct of Trae Young and John Collins working together as a 1-2 tandem. I mentioned the compliment of Collins, especially his athleticism. You can see it on display with that last dunk there. Ties the game at 44, 7:06 left here in the second quarter. We'll be back into the timeout on the floor called by the Wizards. We'll be back with more. Welcome back. This is a game of day by Zay presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. You're listening to the Washington Wizards versus the Atlanta Hawks. Both teams tied at 44. Now, Westbrook tonight with 4 assists. He came into the game 2 assists shy of 8,000. He reached that point. He currently has 4 assists. With his 8,000 assists, he's joined Oscar Robertson, LeBron James, and Gary Payton as the only players with 20,000 points and 8,000 assists. And we got a turnover by Atlanta. As I mentioned with Westbrook, he's crossed so many milestones this season. He's on the precipice of crossing that 182 triple-double plateau, which is the all-time record for triple-doubles. Again, someone who's been prolific all the way around throughout his career. 9-time All-Star, 9-time All-NBA. He's led the league in assists 3 times. He's led the league in scoring 2 times. He's impacted the game in so many different ways. And to be able to do what he's doing in year 13 is only a testament to how much he gives to the game. And to be able to do this on this Washington team who's come back from the depths of despair this season, to be on the brink of a playoff appearance, or at least a playing game, potentially a playoff appearance, is just a testament to him and Bradley Beal this year. 3-point shot for Atlanta gives them a 1-point lead, and then Trae Young comes back down the floor and able to draw the foul on Daniel Gafford, able to get Gafford in the air and jump into him. Regardless of if he initiated the contact or not, they always give that contact to the offensive player. Trae Young, one of the best free throw shooters in the game already, with 6 points and 5 assists so far tonight. He makes the first one. So back and forth we go. Atlanta now up by 2, but Trae Young will get 3 free throw attempts. So he makes the first, he'll get 2 more. Okay, so they say that was a long 2. Okay, so he gets 2 free throws. He makes both. 49-46, Atlanta leads Washington. Rui Hachimura gets it back to Russell Westbrook, who's guarded by Solomon Hill. 10 on the shot clock. Westbrook has to get a shot off. He finds Hutchinson. Great back cut there on the baseline to find Hutchinson. Hutchinson's played really, really well with Westbrook since coming over in the Chicago trade along with Daniel Gafford. Wizards get a steal on the run. Rui Hachimura at the rim with the left hand, able to finish, takes contact from Gallinari. Gallinari couldn't get out the way there, as Hachimura looked like he was skying for a potential dunk, but was able to finesse it with the layup off the glass. So Washington up 1, looking to go up 2. Rui Hachimura in year 2 has been asked to take on a lot of responsibility ever since this Washington team, has extended and built on expectations since Russell Westbrook has come to the team. Rui Hachimura has been asked to be more of a two-way player, playing defense, defending positions 1 through 5. He's been tasked with that, although he isn't necessarily the best defender against bigs. Against perimeter players, he's very solid. Right now, he overhelps a bit too much defensively, but he does show a lot of defensive potential that the Wizards are trying to exploit and emphasize as they build on a potential playoff run. Gallinari can't knock down the 3, so we're tied at 51. Hutchinson trying to attack the Hawks, couldn't get the layup on the gather. Good defense there by Solomon Hill to prevent the gather, and it turns into a turnover for the Wizards. We look at the replay. Hutchinson trying to make a play, got caught in no man's land as he looked like he wanted to pass. Bogdanovich misses the mid-range jumper, rebounded by Hachimura. Westbrook comes off the glass for the jumper, couldn't get it to fall. Rebounded by Collins, he gets it to Trae Young. Young guarded by Raul Neto. Pull-up 3 for Young, off the back rim, rebounded by Westbrook. Westbrook gets to the head, good find for Hachimura, and he gets the slam. So In one motion, the rebound straight to Westbrook. He gets the outlet pass, very reminiscent of Wes Unseld. Westbrook tonight, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, already 3:51 left in the first half. Steal by Hutchinson. Westbrook looking to set up a teammate. Finds Hachimura for the two-hand slam. Wizards up by 4, 55-51. 3:40 left in the first half. Westbrook, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 7 assists. We'll be back with more, as this is a Game of Day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. We are on the brink of history, as Russell Westbrook could potentially pass the great Oscar Robertson in triple-double. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back, as the Wizards lead the Hawks 55-51. Wizards are on a 9-2 run over the last 2 minutes. Trae Young looking to get into the paint, draws contact. He didn't get the call, but the floater falls. So Trae Young able to stop the bleeding. Westbrook finds Hachimura, mid-range jumper, falls short. Daniel Gafford chasing down the offensive rebound. He gets it, and he saves it off of Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich tried to get out of the way. Great effort there by Daniel Gafford to chase down that possession for Washington. So 14 on the shot clock. 3:04 left here in the second quarter. Back and forth we go. Both teams playing really, really fast. Westbrook guarded by Bogdanovich in the post. Westbrook has it deflected. 4 on the shot clock. We'll just have to get a shot off. He goes to Hachimura in the corner. 3-point shot is good. Good shot there by Rui Hachimura. And the Wizards get another steal. Raul Neto looking for Westbrook. Instead, he goes straight up for the floater. Can't get it. Daniel Gafford is there. Couldn't quite get the offensive rebound. So Hawks dodge a bullet there. Kevin Huerter misses the 3. It goes straight to Westbrook. Westbrook looking for Hutchinson. The bounce pass goes off of a Trae Young. Trae Young gets the steal. John Collins for 3. Good. So the fast pace working both ways, both against Washington and for Atlanta, and against Atlanta and for Washington. They give it and they take it away. So it's a 2-point game. Westbrook off the glass, mid-range jumper is good. So it's a 4-point game, 60-56. 2 minutes left here in the first half. Trae Young going left, guarded by Westbrook. Over to Huerter. Huerter looking for Capella inside. He misses the slam. Good defense there by Washington, but good tenacity there by Clint Capella as he gets the offensive rebound and goes right back up and draws the foul on Daniel Gafford. Capella has had a second coming here with the Hawks. He made his name in Houston playing next to James Harden. He was a rim runner, alley-oop threat on any given night, especially in the pick and roll with James Harden. And in those Houston Rockets years, they had some great runs. Those teams were definitely championship contenders, but they always fell short to Golden State. And specifically in 2018 and 19 were their best opportunities, especially when they had Chris Paul. Then Clint Capella, who played with Westbrook in his first and only season with the Rockets before getting traded to Atlanta for an all-in on small ball philosophy to benefit Westbrook. It worked in the regular season, but it was a disaster in the postseason. Capella didn't finish the season last year with the Hawks due to injury, but this year he's played for the majority of the season. He's been a great rim running threat. He's been an alley-oop opportunist, especially next to Trae Young. And more than anything else, again, the tenacity on the glass has definitely provided multiple opportunities for this Hawks team on any given night. 5 seconds on the clock. Westbrook finds Gafford at the rim. Great finish there by Daniel Gafford as Westbrook finds him on the inbound and he's able to finish. So it's a 6-point game, 62-56. Westbrook, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists here in the first half. Good defense there by Westbrook. Bogdanovich looking to set up Collins. Collins looking to drive baseline on Westbrook. Had the opportunity at the rim there, but Collins couldn't quite turn the corner and gather for the dunk as Westbrook deflected out of their bounds. So it's 7 seconds on the shot clock, 1:07 left here in the second quarter. Bogdanovich for the three. Big shot there as Trae Young finds him just in the nick of time. Good close out there by the Wizards, but Bogdanovich, one of the best shooters in the NBA. So it's a 3-point game, 62-59. Wizards lead, and we got to travel against Westbrook. Looking to set up Gafford and Bertans, but got caught in between which decision he wanted to make. So it's a 3-point game, 62-59. Kevin Huerter misses a 3 offensive rebound. Capella goes right back up with the left hand finish over Daniel Gafford. That's what I was talking about with Capella. He has 276 points off second chance opportunities. That's 4th in the NBA entering tonight. Neto for 3. He misses it short, rebounded by Bogdanovich. Could have been called for the travel there. No call. And we got a lot of opportunity for both Collins and Capella. Both of them went for it at the same time, which led to the miss. So Wizards will get final possession. 12 seconds left. Westbrook with the basketball. The Wizards have kept pace this first half without Bradley Beal. The pace of the game has worked in their favor, but can they sustain this? The pace of the game has worked to their advantage, but turnovers have been an issue. Has been an issue on both sides. And Atlanta, with their propensity to shoot, is always in a game. The Wizards need opportunities at the rim for their benefit. 3-point shooting is not their strength. So let's see whose style will prevail. 3.5 seconds left in the second quarter. Wizards with possession. Westbrook with the ball. Can he get a shot up? He gets it to Hachimura, and the pass is deflected by Collins. So Westbrook trying to get an alley-oop opportunity. It hits the rim, and Hachimura couldn't get that. So it might be a violation as the pass goes off the rim. It doesn't hit a hand. Let's see what they say here. It looks like possession might go back to Atlanta. So the ball hits the rim, and then the shot clock went off, which ended the half. Okay, so this is what happens. The ball hit the rim, and the shot clock went off. But the Wizards get the ball back. I've never seen this before. So they're giving the Wizards another opportunity to inbound the ball here. Let's see if it could work. It does not, as Westbrook tries to get it to Neto. It's deflected, but the Wizards go into the half up 1. Westbrook with 12 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. They've kept pace with Atlanta. Atlanta has shot really, really well. John Collins tonight, 15 points, 7 of 8 from the floor. Bogdanovich, 11 points, 4 of 6 from the floor. 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Trae Young, 10 points, 6 assists. Kevin Huerter, 7 points, 3 of 9 from the floor. Westbrook again, 12 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. He's on triple-double watch with an opportunity to pass the great Oscar Robertson in triple-doubles. We will be back with more, as this is a Game of Day by Zay presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned. Welcome back as we start the third quarter. Washington leads Atlanta 62-61. 11:30 left in the third. Bogdanovich steps back for 3 and knocks it down. Again, Atlanta fighting for something just as much as Washington is. Washington is in the play-in scenario in the final 4 spots, 7 to 10 in the play-in scenario. The Hawks are in 5th, fighting for that to sustain that 5th spot or go up to 4th. Trae Young gets it to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich wasn't able to get the 3. It goes off the top of the hits the back rim, goes up above the backboard. It looked as if it would go over the backboard, but it stays vertical, comes right back down. into Clint Capella's hands, who again, he's a magnet for second chance opportunities, and this Hawks team capitalizes. John Collins gets an and one opportunity. He completes the free throw, and the Hawks go up by 5. Collins tonight, 18 points, 8 of 9 from the floor. Westbrook trying to get a shot off the glass. He does as he gets his one leg fadeaway to drop. 14 points tonight for Westbrook. He gets it to John Collins. Collins attacks Alex Len. He can't get the floater to fall, but he gets the offensive rebound. Hawks working around the perimeter to Trae Young. Young working the left baseline, trying to probe like Steve Nash, kicks it to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich misses the three, rebounded by Hachimura. Washington without second leading scorer, Bradley Beal. Alex Len with the floater, couldn't get the floater to fall, rebounded by Collins. Trae for three, back rims it, rebounded by Neto. So Neto gets down court, finds Len. Len on the baseline gets a reverse. Wow. Very, very adept there by Alex Len. A move many never really expect from him. He's very stiff in his game, but he was able to work the left baseline and get that reverse. And we have a turnover, or will it be Atlanta's ball? It looked, from the camera angle, it looked to be like a turnover on Atlanta, but they say it was deflected just a bit. So Trae Young gets it to Bogdanovich. Back to Collins. Collins again, 8 of 9 from the field. What a pass inside to Capella. As he draws contact, Lynn tried to come over on the help for Westbrook, and Collins was able to slip it to Capella. Capella, with his, entering tonight, he had 790 paint points, fourth in the NBA. He continues to build on that tonight, utilizing what he does well. He's a great rim runner. He works around the rim. He gets offensive rebounds, and he's able to finish. Very low maintenance for this Atlanta Hawks team. So it's a 3-point game for Atlanta, 69-66. Neto looking to set up Westbrook in the post. Westbrook is guarded by Herter. Westbrook finds Neto. Neto thought about a three, attacks with the left hand. Well, he goes left and finishes with the right hand on the left side of the rim. So good finish there by Raul Neto. Trae Young able to attack Neto off the dribble, and he'll be going to the free throw line. Trae Young tonight, very, very quiet from a scoring perspective, but he's definitely keeping pressure on the Wizards with his ability to shoot. Obviously, you have to close out on him and give him the lane, which he attacks ad nauseum, looking to set up teammates. And even when he doesn't get the assist, his hockey assists are always there because you have to constantly account for him, and they move the basketball around the perimeter very, very well here in Atlanta. So Young makes the first free throw. Trae Young actually grew up in Oklahoma, so he grew up watching Russell Westbrook as a young kid developing his game. Obviously, he's much more of a shooter than Westbrook is, but the Thunder in Oklahoma are definitely a staple, and Russell Westbrook played a key role in establishing the Oklahoma City franchise. And it's crazy because Scott Brooks, who actually coached Westbrook in his first 7 seasons, was definitely played a huge part in developing Westbrook's game and giving him the freedom to be the Westbrook that we see today. So it's definitely a lot of different pillars connected here in Atlanta tonight. Rui Hachimura looks to drive on John Collins. He gets it back out to Westbrook. Westbrook takes a left wing three, and it rattles in. So big three there from Westbrook as it ties the game at 71. Westbrook with 2 threes tonight. On the season, Westbrook shooting 30% from three, which is increased over the latter part of the season so far. Trae Young responds with the floater inside, so the second half will definitely be a cause to pause on both ends, as both teams have to account and defend against these dynamic point guards. Westbrook looks to respond with the three of his own. He misses it short. Atlanta with an opportunity to build on their 2-point lead. Trae Young with the floater inside over Hachimura. He's able to get it to fall. Westbrook looking to finish in the rim. At the rim, he misses. Can the Hawks respond? They do. Westbrook misses a layup at the rim. He thought he was fouled. He doesn't get back defensively because he's down on the floor at the other end. The Hawks use that to their advantage. Bogdanovich gets an opportunity to knock in the three. Scott Brooks calls the timeout. Wizards trail by 7. Hawks lead by 7. 78-71. 7:33 left in the third quarter. Stay tuned. Welcome back. As the Hawks lead by 7 with the basketball, Davis Bertans misses a layup at the rim. Hawks able to get out and run, but the Wizards get back defensively. Trae Young with Rui Hachimura on him. John Collins, who's been efficient tonight. He's only missed one shot. He continues his prolific night. Mid-range jumper from the from the right block over Bertans. 80-71, Atlanta leads. John Collins tonight. He's only missed 2 shots, 9 of 11 from the floor. Trae Young probing as the Wizards have gone cold here in the third, 4 of 12. Hawks 7 of 12 from the field. 6 on the shot clock. They go right back to Collins. Mid-range jumper. He misses it. Rebounded by Westbrook. Westbrook gets it up ahead to Hachimura at the rim. Blocked by Collins as he's looking for a goaltend. Hachimura went up really soft there at the rim. And he was caught on a chase down. Missed 3 there by Bogdanovich. Rebounded by Westbrook. Tried to get an opportunity to get out and run. Couldn't get to it fast enough. So they have to go in the half court. Hachimura back to Westbrook. 12 on the shot clock. Looking to attack. Goes to Hachimura. Hachimura had a 3. Instead attacks the rim. Layup with the left hand. Can't finish, but the offensive rebound is there for Lopez. Lopez able to stop the bleeding just a bit. Atlanta starting to assert themselves here in this third quarter. Wizards without Bradley Beal for this game and Wednesday's game officially with a strained hamstring. But it could be potentially longer as the Wizards look to protect him for the play-in tournament. As we look at this block from Collins, it was a clean block. You look at how soft Hachimura went up. Collins went up with aggressiveness, was able to catch him from behind, slam that off the backboard. Trae Young, now guarded by Ish Smith, draws the foul, but they say the foul's on the floor. So this period right now for the Hawks, this is where they need to assert themselves and really kill Washington's confidence. You're up 7, 5:25 left in the third. Bogdanovich now has Lopez on him, looking to find Capella inside. Deflected by Hutchinson, as if Capella caught that pass, it would have been an easy dunk. 4.9 left on the shot clock. Trae Young able to get it to Bogdanovich. Pull up jumper, can't get it to fall. Good effort there by Capella on the glass. Couldn't quite get to it, but it'll be deflected out of bounds off of Lopez. So 14 back on the shot clock. We'll just have to figure out how to hold it down while Westbrook is out. This is a sensitive time. Trae Young looking to get a shot up. He's able to get it right over the outstretched arms of Lopez. Long 2, they say. I'm sure they'll review that. But that's the type of shot, the dynamic shots that Trae Young can get off at any time. Hutchinson looking to attack Collins. Looks to reverse it. Blocked once again. Trae Young looking to get out and run. Finds Collins at the rim. Collins is fouled by Lopez to prevent a highlight dunk there. And Collins knows he just missed an opportunity there to make a poster. We look at Hutchinson looking to drive baseline on Collins. He goes straight up looking to get the reverse layup. instead of going up straight for the dunk. And then Trey finds Collins streaming down that lane. It would have been a potential poster there. Collins tonight, 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Collins' first free throw was good, so it's now a 10-point game. And as I just mentioned, this is an opportunity for the Hawks to assert themselves. Wizards don't have Bradley Beal, and they have to manage Westbrook's minutes as has to be tasked with finishing the game. Those pockets where he's out the game, if you have the lead, you have to build on it to such a degree that even when Westbrook comes back into the game, he doesn't have anything left to try to get the Wizards back. 4:30 left here in the third. Collins picked up where he's left off offensively in the first half. He's been building on that here in his third quarter. Trae Young faces a double team, able to swindle out of that great footwork as he got Bertans moving back to the perimeter. That opened up that free throw line extended floater in the lane. Ish Smith mid-range jumper rims out. It's a 15-2 Atlanta run here. Trae Young looks to kick it out to Bogdanovich. 13 on the shot clock. Bogdanovich looking to find Collins inside with the mismatch over Ish Smith. It doesn't matter. Floater is good. Now it's a 15-point lead for Atlanta. 88-73. Scott Brooks has to call a timeout to stop the bleeding here. 3:52 remaining. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back. Atlanta leads Washington 18-15. Hawks now on a 17-2 run over the last 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Robin Lopez able to get a hook shot to fall from the left block to stop the bleeding momentarily, but Atlanta has just been able to really take over here in this third quarter. Hawks trail by 1 coming into this third quarter. The Wizards have a 24-5 record, or pardon me, a 25-4 record when they lead at halftime, but it looks like tonight it's going to be a tall order to try to keep that record in good standing, considering the Wizards don't have Bradley Beal, and the shooting has been streaky at best for the Wizards. Ish Smith gets it to Lopez. Lopez, another hook shot. He's able to get it to fall. So it's an 11-point game now. Trae Young looks to get it to Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich floater inside. He misses it short. Rebounded by Hunter. Hunter thought about a 3, instead drives baseline. Good defense there by Hutchinson. And it'll go to the Wizards. So good defense there by Hutchinson to try to keep it competitive while Westbrook is out. Wizards trail by 11. Westbrook comes back in. We look at the triple-double chase here. He has 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. He's 3 assists away from passing Oscar Robertson for the sole lead in triple-doubles all time at 182. Robin Lopez, 2 straight baskets for the Wizards. He gets it out to Westbrook. Westbrook kicks it out to Ish Smith. Smith thought about a 3, takes a mid-range jumper instead. He makes it. So the Wizards trying to fight back. They trail by 9. We approach 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Hunter for 3. He misses it. Rebounded by Capella. Trae Young guarded by Westbrook. 3-point shot for Young. In and out. They call a foul on Westbrook. That's the danger of a player like Trae Young. The range that these players have now and the skill that they have, you have to close out at a range that years ago you never had to. And because you have to do that and expend your body to the lengths that you do defensively, you put yourself at risk to commit fouls, where years ago they would say never foul a jump shooter, never foul a 3-point shooter. Well, now you have to contest in ways and at ranges that you never had to before. So there's always going to be a risk of fouling a jump shooter, especially a elite 3-point shooter like Trae Young, like Steph Curry, like Damian Lillard, like CJ McCollum, like so many others in this league. When you have the range that these players have now, it's subconscious. You just want to close out. You have to close out, because when you give up the 3, it changes the whole momentum of the game. So Wizards now trail by 11. with Trae Young having an opportunity to get one more free throw. Trae Young's picked up his scoring here in his third quarter as well. Um, he makes both. Well, pardon me, he makes all three. So it's back to a 12-point game for Atlanta. Bertans looking for Lopez again. Lopez in the post, going against Okongwu. That hook shot doesn't fall. Westbrook tried to go for the rebound. Hunter gets the rebound, goes to Gallinari. Under two to play here in the third. Gallinari takes the screen from Okongwu in the post against Hutchinson. Size advantage to Gallinari, and he uses it to his advantage to get the jumper to fall. He has to fade away to get some space, but with that height, it's going to be hard to block that shot. Hawks 11 of 23 from the field, Wizards 8 of 22. Westbrook at the top of the key, goes to Bertans. Three-point shot for Bertans, can't fall. Rebounded by Ish Smith. Good effort there by Lopez to keep that alive. Ish Smith working baseline, and they call they say it's a turnover. Call a turnover there. So Hawks up by 14, under a minute to play here in the third. Trae Young looking to drive. Thought someone was there in the paint, and Hutchinson looking to push the pace. Westbrook was ahead for an opportunity at the rim, but he was fouled before the easy layup could be made. So 51 seconds left. Hawks up 14. The Wizards trying to keep pace with this Hawks team without the second leading scorer, Bradley Beal, who's out for tonight and Wednesday's game officially here in Atlanta due to a hamstring strain. He could potentially be out longer to protect him for the play-in tournament, which will start next week. Mid-range jumper missed by Westbrook. Trae Young for three. Knocks it down from the right wing over Bertans. Nothing you can do with that. That's a 30-footer. Big shot there from Trae Young. Hawks up 17. Trae Young with 16 points here in this third quarter. 26 points tonight total so far. Westbrook finds Ish Smith. Ish Smith for three. Rims out. Trae Young with 3 seconds left. Can he get a shot off? He pulls up from half court. He misses it short. So the Hawks, who trailed by 1 going into half, outscored the Wizards by 18. Trae Young with 16 points in the third quarter, a number of three-point shots. Big third quarter from John Collins as well. And the Hawks put their pound for pound on the Wizards. It was but so much they could do. But still 12 minutes to play. Can the Wizards make this competitive? We will see. We're on triple-double watch as well, as Westbrook has an opportunity to pass the great Oscar Robertson for sole lead of the triple-double record all time at 182. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back. The final 12 minutes to play here in Atlanta. Hawks lead the Wizards 98-79 now as Gallinari starts the quarter with a mid-range jumper from the left block. Pardon me, the right block. Gallinari tonight, 8 points, 4 or 5 from the floor. Westbrook trying to find Lopez inside. The left hand hook shot is good. That should be an assist. Westbrook is 2 assists away from his 182nd triple-double all time. Robin Lopez with 14 points tonight. He's definitely played his part trying to hold it down. Couldn't stop Okongwu there with the floater inside though. So it gets back to a 19-point game. Wizards, 42 points in the paint. The Hawks have 48. A lot of that has come from the likes of Clint Capella and John Collins, who have been dominant all night. So Westbrook tonight, 19 points, 12 assists, and 7 rebounds. So Westbrook is 3 rebounds away from a triple-double. Pardon me. 3 rebounds away from a triple double. 19 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds. Gallinari in the post with the mid-range shot. Wasn't able to get it to fall. I'm not sure if they'll give Russell that rebound there. He did miss the shot, but I'm not sure if it was blocked or if they say it was deflected. We'll see. We'll check the stats in just a second. But nevertheless, though, Atlanta's still up 17, 10:35 left. If the Hawks have any chance of getting back into this game, Westbrook has to take it over. Hutchinson for 3. He gets an assist from Westbrook. He knocks it down, so it's down to 14. Look at the bench points tonight. Wizards have 36 bench points compared to Atlanta's 18. Lou Will misses a floater, stolen. Davis Bertans picks up this steal. At the rim, Lopez has an opportunity, but he's fouled by Lou Will to prevent the easy layup. So Wizards trying to fight here in the early parts of this fourth quarter. Still a chance, but the Hawks are doing this without John Collins and Trae Young on the floor. So the Wizards have to try to make this a game before they come back on the floor. Westbrook, 8 on the shot clock, looking for Lopez inside, and he finishes for an easy basket. So that's another assist for Westbrook. It's a 12-point game now. Westbrook did get that rebound on the Gallinari missed jumper. So he gets another rebound off of a Kevin Huerter missed jumper. So it's 21 points, as it's now a 10-point game, 100-90. Atlanta leads, 9:37 left. Westbrook now with 21 points, 14 assists, and 9 rebounds. 9:37 left. We are on the brink of history as Westbrook is 1 rebound away from sole possession of the triple-double lead at 182 all time. Stay tuned for more. Welcome back as we have just witnessed history. Russell Westbrook gets his 10th rebound to pass Oscar Robertson all-time in career triple doubles. Russell Westbrook has done it. Kevin Huerter misses a 3. Well, okay, so initially the stat sheet said Westbrook had 9 rebounds prior to that last rebound. The rebound that he just got on the stat sheet, they're saying that it is 9th. So one of those rebounds that just passed prior, they didn't give Westbrook credit for the rebound, so he's at 9. So we'll see what happens here officially. But while I was trying to establish what number of rebound Westbrook had, Davis Bertans hit a 3. So it's a 7-point game right now with 8:44 left. Washington is still in this game. Atlanta's not out of the water. They have to continue to execute. Right now, they've been trying to chase 3-point shots without Trae Young on the floor, and it hasn't been working to their benefit. So they have to try to execute. They go to Gallinari in the post. That has been to an advantage. And Westbrook does get this rebound. So no matter what happens, we just witnessed history. He's at 10. Westbrook passes the great Oscar Robertson for 182 triple doubles all time, the all-time leader. Westbrook out to Ish Smith for 3, and it's a 4-point game with 8 minutes to play. The Wizards are on a 17-2 run over the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds. 100-96, Atlanta leads Washington. Wizards trying to prevent Solomon Hill from getting the basket. Hutchinson fouls. He fouls Solomon Hill to prevent the layup. Russell Westbrook has 182 triple doubles, the most in NBA history. Russell Westbrook has completely rewrote the entire record books when it comes to the triple double. This is a guy who's averaged a triple double in 4 of his last 5 seasons. He has 174 triple doubles in the last 7 seasons. When you go back to 2014, as Hill misses both, well, he misses 1 out of 2. Westbrook with the basketball, looking to attack. He gets it to Lopez. Floater inside. It's good. Now it's a 3-point game, 101 to 98. When you look at what Westbrook has done with the triple-double, he's done it at such a clip that now it's monotonous. You don't even think about it. You don't even think about it as something that is as historical as it truly is. But when time passes, and we truly see what Russell Westbrook has done in this game, it will be appreciated sooner rather than later, or later, but hopefully he's alive to get his flowers when we truly appreciate what he's done. Trae Young misses a fadeaway. Wizards now trail by 1. Trae missed the fadeaway, but the offensive rebound by Clint Capella gives the Hawks an opportunity to try to stop this bleeding right now. The Wizards are on a 19-1 run. It's 7 minutes and 3 seconds left. Stay tuned. We are going down a roller coaster ride. Here in this fourth quarter, though, the Wizards are in foul trouble. They already have 14 fouls with 7 minutes to play. So the Hawks should look to use that to their advantage, especially when they're leading by 1. As I say that, Kevin Huerter knocks in the 3. Pardon me, Bogdanovich knocks in the 3. They say it's a long 2. So it'll be a 3-point game. I'm sure they'll review that 3. But Russell Westbrook draws a foul. So that is an opportunity here for Westbrook to cut the lead back to 1. As we look at this block from Robin Lopez, as Bogdanovich was at the rim, it probably should have been a goaltend. Refs didn't call it. Westbrook at the free throw line, he knocks it down. If you go back to the Wizards' previous game against the Indiana Pacers, Westbrook had an exceptional game, 33 points, 19 rebounds, 15 assists. The game came down to Russell Westbrook making 2 free throws to give the Wizards a 1-point lead, 133 to 132. And then Westbrook got the game sealing block, and Trae Young able to draw the foul on Ish Smith. A little bit of flopping there, but nevertheless, though, you gotta take it for what it is. Again, when you get in foul trouble early, you got 14 fouls with 7 minutes to play. Now Atlanta's gonna use that to their advantage, and Trae Young, one of the best free throw shooters in the game, will go to the free throw line and have an opportunity to not only build on his individual points, but get the Hawks in the rhythm offensively, because they've gone through a drought when it comes to field goals over the last 4 minutes or so. They've only made 1 free throw. They only made 1 field goal in the last 4 minutes. 4-point game, 106 to 102. Davis Bertans on the right wing goes to Lopez. Lopez guarded by Bogdanovich. Takes contact, can't finish the layup. Rebounded by Capella. Lopez has had a solid game for the Wizards in the paint. Trae Young at the rim, blocked by Ish Smith. Offensive rebound goes to Atlanta. Atlanta misses a 3 by Bogdanovich, but they get the offensive rebound once again. And another foul by Ish Smith chasing Bogdanovich over the screen. They call him for contact there. So the free throw line is where the Hawks are getting their points right now, and they're stopping the clock. We look at this block here by Ish Smith. It looked to be a goaltend, as Trae Young had an opportunity. But either way, Bogdanovich will be going to the free throw line. He gets the first. So the Hawks building on their lead. The Wizards got it to within 1. But since then, they've gone back and forth, and the Hawks have made their free throws when it matters most. Bogdanovich makes another one. So it's a 2-possession game, 108 to 102. We approach 6 minutes to play here in the fourth. The Wizards are without Bradley Beal. Westbrook to Bertans. He misses the 3 horribly. Rebounded by Collins. Trae Young gets Bertans in a switch. 14 on the shot clock. They go back to Trae Young, looking to exploit Bertans. Now in the pick and roll. Great setup there for Capella. Capella able to get the slam over Daniel Gafford. Great setup there off the pick and roll. Good effort here by the Wizards to get back into the game, but those fouls picked up early worked against the Wizards, as you saw the free throw line working to their advantage. Trae Young able to get in the rhythm, and the threes that the Wizards need to stay in the game they haven't made, and now the Hawks are trying to hold on. We still got some time left, but the Wizards definitely need to make some things happen. Nevertheless, Russell Westbrook made history. He passed the great Oscar Robertson for 182 triple doubles all time. Salute Russell Westbrook. Welcome back. As out of that timeout, Westbrook sets up Rui Hachimura for a mid-range jumper, free throw line extended. Hachimura tonight 16 points, 7 of 15 from the floor. Westbrook 23 points, 18 assists, 10 rebounds. Bogdanovich from three. Great three set up there by Trae Young as he was able to probe that baseline. Very similar to Steve Nash. He mentioned Steve Nash's influence on his game. He probed that baseline, set up the three for Bogdanovich in that left corner. So it's a 9-point game, 23 points from Westbrook as he looked to get inside. I was getting ready to say 25, but instead of going for the layup, he found Daniel Gafford at the rim. So Daniel Gafford will go to the free throw line as he was fouled by Capella. It's a 9-point game, a big three by Bogdanovich there as we approach 5 minutes to play. It's 113 to 104. Daniel Gafford at the free throw line. He shoots 62% at the line, but his form is pretty solid. I think he shoots that percentage relative to the fact that he doesn't get to the line a lot. So when you don't get to the line a lot, the misses that you do have affect your free throw percentage a lot more than it does if you get a high volume. Example being, if you shoot 2 of 3 from the free throw line, you shoot 66%. Versus if you go to the free throw line 6 times and you miss once, then you shoot 83%. Gafford makes both free throws. It's a 7-point game, but Trae Young goes to the free throw line and draws a foul. So he'll be going to the free throw line, trying to sustain this lead here for the Hawks tonight. Trae, 28 points, 11 of 11 from the line. Trae makes the first. Trae had a huge third quarter, 16 points there in that third quarter to really get the lead up to 17 for the Hawks, and they've been holding on to that lead for dear life here in this fourth. 9-point game, 4:48 left. Westbrook finds Hachimura. Hachimura thought about a fadeaway, has it deflected by Kevin Huerter. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 3-point shot is good for Davis Bertans. He's fouled as is that Bogdanovich or Huerter? It's Bogdanovich who was chasing him on the screen. Bogdan couldn't stop his momentum driving into Bertans. Bertans misses the free throw. So it's a 6-point game. Nevertheless, 6-point game, 115 to 109. 4:27 left. 3-point shot for Trae Young. He misses it short. Rebounded by Westbrook. Finds Bertans again. 3-point shot. Good. 3-point game. Davis Bertans coming up huge here in the fourth. 115 to 112. Bertans tonight, 12 points. He's 4 of 8 from 3. Trae Young gets the switch with Hachimura. Floater is good. He was under pressure not only from Hachimura in front of him, but Westbrook was coming in on the back end to try to disrupt that just a bit. Strong floater as we look at Trae Young's floater propensity in the league. He has 153 floaters so far coming into this game. 13 on the shot clock. Wizards have utilized the 3-point line. Davis Bertans knocks in his 3rd consecutive 3. And we have a 2-point game now, 117 to 115. The Wizards are fighting behind the 3-point line. Russell Westbrook is well into 20 assists here. He's broken the all-time record for triple doubles here tonight in Atlanta, and now he's trying to fight his way back for a victory for this Wizards team. 117 to 115. Davis Bertans coming up huge here in the fourth. Welcome back as we are in the fourth, but this is crunch time. 3:32 left. Hawks were up by as many as 17. Now only cling to a 2-point lead here. 117 to 115. Russell Westbrook has come back into this game and helped the Wizards get back into a game that they desperately needed, especially without Bradley Beal, the second leading scorer in the NBA, who was out with a hamstring strain. Trae Young trying to keep Atlanta with the lead, 119 to 115. Floater in the lane from Trae Young gives the Hawks a 4-point lead. Russell Westbrook gets it to Rui Hachimura. Hachimura takes contact. He doesn't get the foul. Thought he was going to get the call. Clint Capella there for the rebound. I'm not quite sure that's what the Wizards wanted there. Hachimura tried to draw the foul, no call. Trae Young has been keeping Atlanta clinging to a lead. He's come up with huge baskets every time the Wizards try to respond. 3-point shot from Trae Young. He misses it. It's an air ball. So it's a 4-point game, 119 to 115. Russell Westbrook has made history. He's passed Oscar Robertson for 182 triple-doubles all time. Westbrook for three, knocks it down. Big three from Russell Westbrook. It's a 1-point game, 119 to 118. We approach 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Trae Young looks to split defenders at the rim. Layup is good. We look at the 3-point shooting tonight. The Wizards 13 of 34. The Hawks 10 of 30. Westbrook gets it to Neto. Inside, Hachimura at the rim, finishes over Clint Capella. Thought he was going to get the foul call. No call, but he finishes the layup nonetheless. Hachimura tonight, 18 points, 8 of 17 from the floor. Trae Young looking to probe the paint, sets up the pick and roll for Capella. He misses the dunk. Westbrook gets the rebound. Wizards can take the lead. 139 left. Westbrook gets inside, kicks it out. Hachimura for three. No good. Fighting for the offensive rebound. It'll be a loose ball foul against Davis Bertans. He can't believe the call. It was over the back, though. Good setup there from Westbrook as he tried to find Hachimura for the three in the corner. The right corner three, it was there. Wasn't able to knock it down. But it's a 1-point game. 121 to 118. The Hawks were up by as many as 17. John Collins had a huge first 3 quarters. He's been quiet here in the fourth. But that is a byproduct of just the Wizards overwhelming the Hawks offensively, especially from three. The advantage that the Hawks have had is at the free throw line. 20 of 23 from the free throw line, and now 21 of 24. So it's 123 to 120. 1 minute and 28 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Westbrook probing, 14 seconds left. Will he take a three? He's guarded by Kevin Huerter. He's looking to attack. Kicks it to Hachimura. Hachimura called for a travel. Westbrook wanted Hachimura to take the three there. Hachimura a bit indecisive on what he wanted to do. We look at the replay, and he did travel there. Good close out there by Collins to make him think about it. Trae Young with the lead, up 3. He's come up huge here in the fourth to sustain the Hawks' lead. Whenever the Wizards get it close, he always does the right play at the right time. At the rim, misses a layup there, rebounded by Westbrook. Westbrook gets it to Hachimura. At the rim, left hand slam is good. Big finish there by Hachimura, who had a couple of shots to help the Wizards get the lead. He missed a couple, called for a travel, but he comes up huge there to run that lane and get the dunk. So it's a 1-point game. Hawks up 1. Collins is fouled at the rim. Good setup on the pick and roll from Trae Young. Good execution from the Hawks to utilize that free throw line to their advantage. Westbrook on the rebound gets it to Hachimura. The slam was there to cut it to 1. But again, great execution by the Hawks to get an opportunity at the free throw line. So Collins makes the first. 39.7 seconds left. Westbrook now with 4 personal fouls. He fouled out most recently 2 games ago against the Toronto Raptors. Collins makes both free throws. So it's 125 to 122. The Wizards will call a timeout, try to draw up a play. Still multiple possessions left in this game, 39.7 seconds left. The Hawks are not out of the water, but the Wizards, the time is now on their side. They have to score quickly and efficiently while still having enough time to get a stop and come back down and try to win this game in regulation or try to get it to overtime, whichever way they can. We will be back with more as this is a Game of Day by Zay presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Stay tuned for more. We are back. Wizards trail by 3 with 39.7 seconds left. They have possession, but they don't have Bradley Beal. Beal's out with a hamstring strain. Russell Westbrook tonight, 26 points, 21 assists, 13 rebounds. Westbrook looking to attack. He's cut off by Kevin Huerter. Westbrook still looking to attack. Probing, takes contact, finishes. Thought he was fouled, but it's 29.7 left. Hawks have possession. Wizards can't get the stop and last possession. How will they attack this defensively? Trey with the basketball, and Hawks call timeout. 18 seconds left, but it's 12 seconds left on the shot clock. So Hawks call a timeout. We'll stay here. Westbrook tonight has been magnificent, especially here in the fourth quarter where the Wizards trail by 17. Westbrook has done everything he can to get them back into the game. He set up Davis Bertans on a number of threes here in the fourth to get the Wizards back into the game. Rui Hachimura has come up big as well. He has had some turnovers and has been hesitant on some shots, but in the same breath, though, he stepped up under pressure and been there when his team has needed it most. As I mentioned, the second leading scorer in the NBA, Bradley Beal, is out with a hamstring strain. He'll be out tonight and Wednesday's game officially in Atlanta. The Wizards are monitoring how his hamstring heals over the next couple of days to determine whether he'll finish out the regular season and be ready for the play-in, or if they'll just rest in the rest of the regular season in preparation for the play-in. With that said, the Wizards do have competent shooters if they're open. I mentioned Davis Bertans, who's one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA. Hachimura can knock it down. You have the likes of Westbrook, who is always game. He's a gamer. He's not a great shooter by any stretch. He's historically one of the worst jump shooters in the history of the game, considering how many jump shots he actually takes a game. But in crunch time, he will make shots. With that said, though, the Wizards have to get a stop. 12 on the shot clock, 18 seconds left in the game, so it's a 6-second differential. Hawks have the Wizards in foul trouble. They're in the penalty. Trae Young guarded by Hachimura, looking for Collins inside. It's deflected. Daniel Gafford gets the rebound. Westbrook with the ball, 4 on the clock for 3. Westbrook misses it off the side, and that will do it. Tough miss there by Westbrook as he couldn't get the shot to fall. But Hawks come away with a tough and hard-fought victory, 125 to 124. Great opportunity there for the Wizards to win the game. Daniel Gafford got it to Westbrook. Westbrook wasn't going to pass that up. It was the moment. He took it. He missed it. You live with it. But if defensively, if you're Scott Brooks, that's exactly what you wanted. They got it to Westbrook. Westbrook stopped, pulled up, got to his spot. He just missed it short. Hawks pull out a tough, hard-fought game, a game they needed to sustain that 5th seed. They have battled with the Knicks all year round, especially in the second half. for that fourth seed. The Knicks have been on a tear. So this win for the Hawks keeps them in that 4-5 matchup, a matchup that the Hawks definitely find favorable for the playoffs. In the same breath, the Knicks can feel it favorable on their side as well. But the Wizards definitely needed that game for their standings, as they came into this game a game behind the Charlotte Hornets, who just lost to the New Orleans Pelicans last night, 114 to 112. So winning this game would have put them a half game behind the Hornets for eighth. But they lose this game, and the Pacers are up 7 against the Cavs right now with 33 seconds left. So if they finish this game, which they inevitably will, then they now jump ahead of the Wizards by a half game with 3 games to play. Again, the Wizards are without Bradley Beal for the next game against the Hawks, and potentially more depending on how this hamstring heals toward the end of the regular season. So these games are very, very, very valuable for playoff contention. So any game, whether it's 1 point or 10 points, you definitely need them. And it's just unfortunate that the Wizards lost, but the Hawks will take it. And despite being up 17, they blew the lead, but they were able to hang on with great execution down the stretch. They were able to utilize that free throw line, and again, they pulled out the victory. You just watched and listened to a game a day by Zay, presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Let me get you the final stats for this game. Russell Westbrook tonight, 28 points, 13 assists, 21 rebounds, just an exceptional game. Shot 10 of 22 from the floor, 3 of 7 from 3, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He tried everything he can in 40 minutes. It just wasn't enough. Rui Hachimura with 20 points, 9 of 19 from the floor, 12 points from Raul Neto, especially early. A big performance in 21 minutes from Robin Lopez, 18 points, 9 of 15 from the floor. Only 3 rebounds, but he definitely was a presence for the Wizards, especially there in that second half. In the latter part of that third quarter, he kept the Wizards in it. No, pardon me, in the early parts of that fourth quarter, he kept the Wizards in it before Westbrook got back in the game and tried to get them the lead. For the Hawks, a spectacular performance from Trae Young, especially considering the history coming into tonight with Westbrook trying to pass Oscar Robertson for triple doubles. Trae Young from Oklahoma, grew up in Oklahoma. He went to the University of Oklahoma. He watched the Oklahoma City Thunder's reign with Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant exclusively. So to see this moment in real time for him, I'm sure was uh, a big time moment for him. But he stepped up to the plate, 11 of 22 from the floor, only 1 of 7 from 3, but he made up for it at the free throw line, 13 of 13, 36 points, 9 assists, 6 rebounds. A big time performance as well from Jason, Jason Collins, John Collins. John Collins tonight, 10 of 14 from the field, 28 points, 8 rebounds. He had 1 3-pointer, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Bogdanovich, big time performance as well. 25 points, 7 of 12 from 3. Those 3-point shots in the third quarter really helped extend that lead for uh, for the Hawks that got it up to 17. Big time rebounding performance from the likes of Clint Capella. 15 defensive rebounds, 7 offensive to add up to 22 rebounds, 10 points from him. Another double double. Hawks definitely needed this win. They got it. And we will be back here again on Wednesday as both these teams again battle. A hard fought victory for the Hawks, a tough loss for the Wizards, but definitely a playoff type performance from both sides. So we'll be back as this is a Game of Day by Zay presented to you by the Ask Isaiah YouTube page. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment, whatever you want to do. But just make sure you keep watching.